This is the second part of the wall, walking around or outside the walls of the old city of Jerusalem. Yesterday I walked from Jaffa Gate to here. You can see Rockefeller Museum. This is the northern eastern part of the wall, and this is the beginning of the eastern wall of the city. The other side is the Muslim quarter, and we will walk around it. I'm so sorry that I forgot my headsets. Then I hope that you will hear me because there's a lot of traffic around it. In front of you, it's Mount of Olives. That is Mount Campus with Hebrew University. The Mormon University is right there, and Augusta Victoria is there. You will see more of Mount of Olives later on, but we are dealing with the wall of the city these days. Most of the wall that you will see here is from the Ottomans' time. Look at that idea of sitting here and watching the view in this beautiful, not so quiet corner of the wall. It's not so high here, isn't it? Yeah, and you can see even the bedrock of the wall, foundation of it. A few years ago, it was difficult to walk here. It was a garbage area, and after a really long fight between the Waqf, the Muslims who keep Muslim Institute here, and Jerusalem municipality, they reached an agreement that they will have a beautiful park here, and to the left of it, no one will touch the Muslim cemetery. They will renovate it, help it. They build a wall and a fence here. The most of the wall that you see here is from the Ottomans' time, but just like the other video, the first one of Jaffa Gate, you can see that Suleiman the Magnificent at the 16th century built it on ancient walls and used stones that he found here, like secondary use. For example, this is a typical King Herod stones, so like that one, and there's so many like that, and you will see soon another part of the wall from the time of King Herod. Take some pictures of it. Beautiful olive tree with the olive fruit on top of it. They will harvest it soon. In that part of the wall, the eastern wall of the city, not of the temple, you will find two main gates, and we're gonna visit those two gates, the Lion's Gate, and actually the second one is part of the temple, and that is the Golden Gate according to the Christians, and the Mercy Gate according to the Jews. We will talk about it when we reach there. It's quite hot today, hotter than yesterday. There were some excavations here when they built the park, and they found another part of the wall of the city, and you will see it soon. Now it's so clean, it's so beautiful. No, clean. That's cleaner than what I remember it. Then here it is, for example. Those are Herodian stones for sure. Can it be that that was the wall of King Herod, the wall of the city? Can it be part of it? Yes, it can. And you can see that the lower part of it, he used stones from Herod time. It looks like a small arch leading, I don't know, maybe to a mikveh, maybe to sewage canal. One day I will do something that I'm not supposed to do, climb in to that part. We're getting closer to the Lion's Gate, but you will see here another part of the excavations. Everywhere, every place that you will excavate, you will find more and more and more and more of the wall. Then the Lion's Gate is one of the 8 gates of Jerusalem. That gate is open to the public. You can actually enter to here. It will lead you to the Via Dolorosa, to Haram el-Sharif, which is the Jewish temple, and now it's a Muslim site. That's where Muhammad ascended into heaven and met God himself. You can see why they call it the Lion's Gate. You can see the lions in both sides of the gate. I'm not sure that it's lions, it might be borderless, but you know, everyone knows it as the Lion Gate. In 1967, the entrance to the city was from here. The IDF entered the city, and from that moment, Israel is back in that such amazing place, Jerusalem. It's very close to the tomb of Mary. That's one of the names, the Muslims' name of it, St. Mary Gate, St. Stephen Gate. Stephen is actually was stone here, not so far away from here. Another name for it. It will take you, if you will turn left, to Garden of Gethsemane, to Mount of Olives, and you will see it soon. Although I must say that the video is about the wall, and I took a video of the wall, and I did it in early morning because the sun is actually touching the wall. But you can see now the entrance to the Lion's Gate, and that's the way to Mount Zion. Mount Zion is in the background, but this is the Lion's Gate. A little bit noisy, then I will be quiet for a minute. And we're entering to another part of the cemetery, the Muslim cemetery. And soon you will see the Golden Gate. The Golden Gate has so many stories. Let's start with the Jewish story, because they were here before the Christians. The Mercy Gate is where the high priest used to go out once a year with a scapegoat at the Day of Atonement, which is in about a few weeks from now. Jesus will enter to the city through that gate when they will come back from the Ascension Church. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a top of a tower, and that is the site of the area of the Ascension. And as you know, he promised us to come back from the same site. Today is the birthday of Mary. It's September 8th. Sadly, the St. Anne is closed for people like me that wants to celebrate, then we can actually talk a little bit about it here. The Golden Gate is where Joachim, the father or future father of Mary, and Anna, Hannah in Hebrew, the future mother of Mary, met when they've been told that they will have a child with the help of God. They tried to have children for so many years without any success. Down the valley, you can see Garden of Gethsemane. That is this is the last time that Jesus prayed, and Judas kissed him there and betrayed him. Above it, it's Mary Magdalene Church, a Russian church. You can see the golden onion. And to the right and up, and I hope that I can see it. I think I can see it because the sun is in my eyes, is Dominus Flavit, the Lord wept. Now the Kidron Valley, the valley between us and Mount of Olives, is the site of, let's say, non-clean side, no pure side. If Jerusalem is holy, let's say heaven, then Kidron Valley is more like hell. King David crossed it through the Mount of Olives when he ran away from his son Absalom, or when he ran away from King Saul as well. The white area in the background at Mount of Olives is the place that it's a Jewish cemetery. From the time of King David until now, they believed, the Jews believe that when the Messiah will come, and he's not Jesus according to the Jews, there will be the first one who will resurrect. And Mount of Olives, it's actually a resurrection place for Christians. Jesus will come here and will enter to the Golden Gate. The Golden Gate, the base of it is from the Byzantine time. Remember, that place been destroyed so many times, and that used to be part of the wall of the temple that King Herod built. King Herod built a big plaza because he wanted to build a major, massive, big, huge actually, Jewish temple. Then that's the Golden Gate, the Mercy Gate, whatever you want it to be called. Today it's a mosque, part of Al-Aqsa Mosque, Haram al-Sharif, and although you can travel around the plaza, you cannot enter to the inner part of the Mercy Gate. Look how beautiful is Mount of Olives. And I don't want to talk about that. Every funeral here is a sad thing. And look at the kitty. The kitty saw a bird or something like that. He was ready to catch it, but then I kept him. Soon I will show you the part of King Herod wall and 3 letters of the name of God in Hebrew. You know that the Jews cannot pronounce the name of God. Some of the Christians call it Jehovah, mainly because from even the time of Jesus, the Jews didn't know how to pronounce it. There are few options to pronounce the name of God. Then instead of making a mistake, the Jews are using different names to God, like God, Adonai, Elohim, and so many other names. It's not a big, it's not a long wall. It's like 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. It's I'm doing it. I'm almost ended that tour, and it's only 15 minutes. Then let me stand here, and I will show you those 3 letters. 3 of the 4 one. That's the first one. That is Yud, yeah. And that is Hey, Ho, Vav. And the 4 letter is missing here. Then Ye, Ho, Va. 3 letters of God in front of you. I'm doing it because last time when I did it, I didn't point it. Yud, Hey, Vav. Yud, Hey, it's those 2 already. Name of God when the Jews are using it. I mean, they're using it. For example, Zachariah, Tzedakah, Herzli, Netan, you got it. You got it. I know that you got it. Then the first 2 letters, the Jews are using it as a shortcut of the name of God. What a beautiful day. It's September. It's not as hot as August, but it's not cold. Someone building here a new tomb. What looks like that. Now, one of the questions that I've been asked, why, for God's sake, the Israeli government gave back the Temple Mount to the hands of the Muslims. I mean, this is the site of the Jewish temple, but this is the Israeli law. A church belonged to the Christians. You can ask the same question: why we didn't take the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and destroy it? I mean, the Israelis. A mosque belonged to the Muslims. A synagogue belongs to the Jews. It's just like an embassy. Then when we came back to the Temple Mount, we gave it back to the Muslims. And the one who actually hold it, the one who is taking care of it, are the Jordanians that occupied Jerusalem in 1948. Jerusalem, the old city, was supposed to be owned by United Nations. Then in that case, what you see here is from the time of King Herod. Part of the wall of the city. The upper part is from different time. And I was mentioning the Jordanians because the wall almost collapsed in that area, but the Israelis can actually say, please take care of it. But the result of it is such an ugly wall that the Jordanians built here. Look how beautiful is the Jerusalem cross, Jerusalem wall, and look how ugly is that part. Maybe they couldn't do anything else, but maybe they didn't try to do something else, because the idea of, in a way, of some of the Muslims to delete the idea that it used to be a Jewish temple. But the stones here of King Herod actually shows you a lot. Now that corner, the corner of the east and south wall of the temple, is very important for the Christians. No? Some of you didn't know about it. You didn't know that it's very important for you. According to the Bible, the devil tried Jesus after he'd been baptized twice in Jericho, month of temptation, and one here. He told him in that corner, jump. If you believe in God, He will catch you. And he answered, don't try God. Trust God, but don't try Him. No, it took us only 20 minutes to finish that eastern wall of the city. Let me show you the southern wall of the city. Yay! But before that, let us cross that difficult road to the other side to show you the beauty of the Jewish cemetery and Mount of Olives. And you can see here tombs from 2nd century, first century, the time of King Herod, might be Zechariah and the family of Hazir, and that is to be a cemetery that been destroyed by the Jordanian